Welcome to the Business Spotlight. My name is Jada Walker. I am your host for today's conversation, and my guest today is Heather Shor, the president of Qantas Creative Marketing. Today
Hi,
we'll be
Jada.
speaking.
Oh,
Hey,
sorry.
no, you're okay. You're totally fine. You can interject whenever you would like. But
Okay.
today we'll be talking about her business, the journey to business ownership, challenges, best practices, and share a peek at what it's really like to build and operate a business. So, Heather, thank you for coming on the show today. I just want to thank you. I would love for you to give us a little bit of your background and who you are and tell us a little bit about the business.
Oh, thank you, Jada, for letting me come on today. And yeah, so Qantas Creative is a full service marketing agency based in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We do everything from design, graphic design, website design, search engine optimization, social media, video, and advertising. So our goal really is to create your story in order to develop leads and build brand awareness for your brand. We have a great team of people. So we have 6 people that work here on a full-time basis, and then some interns and a host of contractors that help us out and are lovely partners. And we have some referral agencies as well that we work with in town that have been great to us for the last few years.
Right. And you said that you guys do a lot of like digital marketing and
We
social media
mainly,
stuff.
yeah, we mainly do digital marketing for clients. We will do the occasional traditional things like billboards, airport
Oh,
displays,
cool.
print
Oh,
materials, things of that nature for trade shows. So we will design those pieces. It really just depends on what the client needs.
oh, awesome. So
Mhm.
to set the stage for our viewers and listeners, tell us a little bit about your role that you currently play in the business.
Sure. So I'm president of the company. They brought me in 4 years ago to run the company. I was brought in by a private investment firm that purchased the company back in 2021. And so we've taken the company from negative numbers to positive numbers, which is a large feat to do when running a business. And I run everything from in terms of operations, sales, and then obviously managing the team of people that produce the products for our clients.
That's cool.
Mhm.
How is this impacting your business?
Which piece is impacting the business?
Um, whenever you know what? I actually feel like now I'm thinking about it, I was like, that doesn't even make sense. I'm so sorry.
That's
Because I was
okay.
thinking it was like you kind of explained it afterwards, so I apologize for that.
Oh, it's all good.
Okay, so when you look at your role, how many hours do you spend working in the business, and then how many do you spend on the business, like the strategy and planning
Mm,
of it?
that's a great conversation and question. So right now, I would say it's still 50-50. We hired a person to come alongside me as a project manager last year to help take a lot of this stuff off my plate. And so I would say a good chunk of it has come off, but there's still some straggler projects out there that are haunting me and trying to get those off my plate. And then once those are done, I would probably say it's going to switch to about 70-30.
Okay, that's cool.
Mhm.
And then what impact does this have as your growth as a business owner or as the president? As, 'cause I guess like you're not technically the owner, correct? Is that
So I'm a part owner in the company
okay?
and everything, but I also run the business as well. In terms of growth strategies, I mean, really at the end of the day, it's just to be a well-oiled machine and do really great work with fun and integrity for people across the United States. So we have clients all over the US now, which is wonderful. We started as a very small, locally based company, and we've grown here in the last 4 years, which has been great. And so really the growth strategy is just to do really phenomenal work or high touch sort of, what do they call it? White glove service and everything because we deeply care about our customers and making them successful. And so obviously the goal is to grow in that regard.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that answer. Okay, I had like a question here. I'm so sorry. So before we get into the nitty gritty of the business itself, let's
Sure.
look at your background a bit and what led you here. So why did you choose to um, get taken into this business as the president, and part owner, instead of just maybe making your own business instead?
Oh, sure. So I had a previous career in corporate marketing. So I've
Oh,
worked with
cool.
some of the largest companies in the world, Fortune 100. And then I stepped out of my career to have children. And then obviously COVID happened and basically lost my entire life. And so in 2021, I had to go back to work
Mhm.
and come back into a career. And during that time off that I had with raising my kids, I actually helped a friend start an agency in Nashville, Tennessee. And
Cool.
so I really learned the difference between corporate marketing and agency marketing. She's very specialized on doing a lot of audience development and book marketing. So very different type of agency than what I currently run. But it was a great
Yeah.
learning training ground. And so I did that part-time while I stayed at home with my children. And then in 2021, when I had to enter the workforce, the reason I went this route was because I was looking for a job and a career. And I was also looking for something incredibly flexible. And that's what this offered. Being a single mom is not easy. And
Oh,
especially
no,
when your
no.
kids are little and you want to be able to have as much time with them as possible. And so that was the reason that I went this direction.
I love that. Cause yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not a single mom, thank God, because y'all are like superheroes for real. My mom was a single mom, so I
Hmm.
definitely get it. But yeah, even with my boyfriend being there with me, I'm like, this is hard. Like being a parent is so hard, and I'm a first time mom,
It
so
is.
yeah, I was like, this is
Oh,
this is definitely way different than what I thought.
how old is your kid?
She is I'm like the mom that has to think about the months. She's almost 2. She'll be 2 in November.
Oh, that's such a fun age.
I know, yeah.
So fun.
Everyone's always like, is she talking yet? And I'm like, no, but at least she's walking and running and doing all that.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. They'll talk when they're ready.
Yeah, I'm like she says random stuff, but she'll 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 do it on her own. I love her. But yeah, I really like that because yeah, freedom is what everybody wants, especially whenever you have a
Hmm.
family.
Yeah.
So I have yet to encounter a business owner who hasn't had peaks and valleys on their journey of building a business. So how do
Hmm.
you manage the difficult days?
A lot of prayer. I'm very much a believer in Jesus Christ. So honestly, I don't know how people get through life without it. So a lot of prayer. So I know how to really answer the people that I manage well. And we do have difficult days where it's like, and we're getting ready to actually have a meeting with a client that I think is going to be pretty difficult later this afternoon. And because they're changing strategies and directions of their business and going a completely
Oh,
different direction. And so that may mean that we aren't a part of that direction anymore. I don't know. I'll know here
oh
shortly.
darn.
Um, but, that's a conversation that you have to steward well. And so
Yes.
one of the things I do preach at my team of people is that it's very important to take care of your mental and just emotional well-being and your mental and emotional health. And so I believe very much in that. And so whether that's therapy, whether that's healing, whatever vehicle you use to go after that, I think that's really important because it does impact how you manage these situations.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Because yeah, if you're mentally not there, then it's like
Hmm.
you're just. It's like, what's the point of you being there?
Absolutely. And two, if you're able to deal with your stuff, then you don't spew it all over everyone else.
Yes, almost like word vomit. Like when people
Yep.
word vomit,
Yep.
just like that. It's just
Absolutely.
like your brain just vomits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to what makes your business so special. So, who
Mhm.
primarily does your business serve? If I were in the audience, how would I know that I'm a good fit for your product or service?
That's a great question. I would say if you are looking for someone that truly wants to walk alongside you and care about your business goals and making you profitable, and, whether it's growth from like a sales perspective or say it's a retail goal, whatever it is, if you are looking for someone that really cares and wants to actually help you do that, then we would be the team for you.
I like that. I like how you're hands on with your clients.
Hmm.
you don't get a lot of business owners that are. You guys just kind of like sit in the office
Oh,
and they're like,
absolutely. Yeah.
door closed.
Yeah. But I believe you're making an impact if you are.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Cause then like it's more like I trust the company more whenever I know like
Absolutely.
I can go and talk to the person that's head.
Yeah.
I love that. So what makes your business unique?
Hmm. I would say it's the way that we create the stories for our clients. So we really do a great job of getting in there, understanding the history, taking a look at maybe like some of the pain points, things that are going on in
Mm-hmm.
their business, and then really taking that and honing it into a very well-crafted story. And then taking those stories and basically putting it out into the world in a very strategic way, which ultimately will result in results.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then so how do you compare to your competitors?
Mm. I would say for us, it's just that we're smaller. I say we're small but mighty. Um, we actually have given several of the agencies in town a run for their money. And so that's been really fun to
That's
see.
awesome.
Yeah, that a small but mighty team could do some of the things that we've done. It's been really, really cool. It's been a cool
I love that.
journey.
It's almost like a underdog type of story.
Yes. Oh, we're very much the underdog, but
I
we
love those.
outperform and people are always surprised.
What is one thing you wish that people knew about your business?
Hmm. That's a great question.
I know not a lot of people think about that.
Yeah, no, what I wish they knew is that the result, we're probably one of the more better priced agencies and marketing firms in this region. And so for how we're priced, the amount of results you'll get, I think will surprise you. And every once in a while, we'll run into somebody who's like, oh, well, I really don't want to pay that amount. And I'm like, well, that's fine. But you're not going to get the same results if you go with something off of Fiverr or whatever it is.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. It's like, well, go do your little research and then come
Yep.
back whenever you realize their pricing isn't the same.
Absolutely. Yep. And that the results aren't the same either. But if you need Fiverr for something, I recommend them all the time because there'll be somebody be like, oh, I just want to spend 2 hours on a logo. Well, we can't do that
Hmm.
for you, but you
Yeah.
can on Fiverr. And absolutely, like that's also one of the things that I will say, and this is a really cool story. I was on a sales call with a potential client and
Mhm.
he gave me the lowdown of like what he was paying currently for the service that he had and then what we were going to cost. And we were going to be like $100 more a month or something like that. And we went and did the due diligence on him. And I came back and I said, look, I said, at the end of the day, you're going to get the same results for $100 more a month. I would stay with your current provider if I were you. And
Aw.
he was like, well, that really is impressive that you would do that. That's the
Right.
recommendation you would come back with. I'm like, well, I'm not going to take your money if it's not going to produce the right results. And if you're going to lose money, then that makes no sense. Like that's not how I operate. And because of
Right.
that conversation, he has referred us to multiple people. So
Yeah,
I
because it's
think
like you're being so honest about it.
I think it just comes back to integrity. And I think that's what the world is lacking. And
Yes.
so that is one of the things that I would say is very prevalent about our, that I wish people knew about our business is that we have integrity.
Yes. I love that. I'm about to
Mhm.
write that down. Let's have integrity. Cause I know I'll be telling everyone about your business. I tell everyone about all my interviews like right
That's
after.
awesome.
And I'm like, if you
Well,
guys don't want to hear me talk about it, just go watch the actual thing.
where are you guys located?
We're located in Austin, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we do
Not super
we
far.
do interviews for a couple different areas. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
awesome.
really nice. I love doing it because then I get to like meet other people from different states and learn about
Sure.
their businesses. And maybe if I were to move or whatever, I'm like, hey, I can hit them up if
Well,
I
I
need them.
will say this about Tulsa. They're trying to turn Tulsa into be like Austin.
Oh, really?
Hmm. Yeah.
And I
So right
love
now it's like a
Austin.
small Austin, but we're like, please don't bring the traffic.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, you definitely don't
No,
want the traffic. You
I
don't
don't
want the
want the traffic.
construction.
No.
It's terrible. Oh my God. So moving forward, this will lead me on to marketing, which is funny because you guys are a marketing company.
Mhm.
What I'm always curious about what successful businesses are doing. So what percentage of your monthly sales is typically invested back into your marketing budget?
Ooh. Ours is pretty small. I would say it's less than 5%. It's probably going to get a little bit higher here in August. We're going to try out some new sales and marketing tactics. So it might go up a
Oh,
little bit,
cool.
but yeah, not a
So,
lot.
and since you guys are a marketing company, do you guys do your own marketing?
We
Like, do you guys
do.
make your own? Okay.
We
I
make
was gonna
all
say,
our own content.
that's what I thought. I was gonna say it would be kind of cool if you did like, I mean, maybe not, but I think it would be cool if you did like kind of outsource and then I don't know. I mean, I guess
There is some stuff
it's
that I
cool either
will,
way.
yeah, there is some stuff I will definitely outsource because I know that
Hmm.
we maybe have a talent gap in the team. And so some of that I will, for sure. If we don't have the right talent in place, I will outsource it. But for the most part, we do all of our own stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool. And you did just say that you guys are already using some strategies and you're going to be using some new ones coming up. But
Mhm.
how many marketing strategies do you currently use?
Mm, When you say strategy, do you mean by like marketing tactic almost? Because that's what I'm thinking in my head.
Yeah. I said yeah, basically.
Well, yeah, so I would say
Sorry.
we do all of our strategies are encompassing of all the services we provide. So we do all of that when it comes to marketing. So SEO, social media, video. I don't have any ads turned on right now, which is what I was talking about. We're switching stuff, but
Oh, cool. Okay,
mhm.
switching to some ads. Sorry, I write really slow. I try to write fast and then it looks really
Oh,
sloppy
you're
and I can't
fine.
read it. Goodness.
Go to
Okay.
my thing.
Um, what approach have you guys taken to track your leads? Do you have a CRM that you prefer?
Yeah, so we use HubSpot for all of our lead
Oh,
tracking, and then I've used different systems for lead generation.
where do your guys' leads come from? Like, are they just coming like from the marketing that you guys do, or do they just like look you guys up?
A little bit of everything, probably like a third of each. So like a third from referrals, a third from the marketing that we do, and then a third from my sales efforts.
That. Moving forward from marketing to sales, what does your sales process look like?
Sure. So somebody will come in through whatever lead generation funnel I'm using. And then
Mm-hmm.
from there, they'll set up a meeting with me. We'll discuss what they're looking for. I will turn around and get them a proposal. And then from there, obviously, you've got to go through the whole follow-up process and answer any questions and see if you can onboard them, that type of thing. And then if they decide they want to use us for services, I send them a contract and then we have a kickoff meeting and onboard.
Nice.
Mhm.
So if I were to refer someone over to you, what can I expect to experience as you guide them on the choice to do business with you?
In terms of the actual onboarding process.
Yeah.
hmm So once they sign a contract, like I was saying, then there is a kickoff call and we go through and deeply discuss the project. So whether it's a website, it's a new brand, whatever it is, we go through the sort of the research process and figuring out sort of next steps. And then from there, it really rolls into a project and then we execute.
Cool. I like that. I almost feel like that's kind of what we do here with Action Coach.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's really cool. And you mentioned having a team. I feel it's
uh,
important to, of course, address the topic of building a team. So, how would
sure.
you describe your leadership style in business, and has it changed over the years at all?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, as hopefully as you get older and you grow, you continue to grow, that you don't stop growing. Um, in your 20s, you think you know it all, and that's really
Yeah.
not true. And there's a lot of life to live if you get the wonderful chance of living a long life. And I would say yes, that my style of leadership has changed over time. Um, I'm definitely not a micromanager. I very much trust people up until the point of when that if something goes wrong, then at that point I have to course correct and then I become a little bit more of a micromanager and I don't mean to, but if something
But it's like it's
happens,
kind of
then
needed.
yeah, I've got to come in and help fix the issue. And so that's where I would probably become a little bit more hands-on. And then from there, we go back, to building trust and putting whatever processes in place to make sure that things don't get screwed up again. Um, so yeah, I would say that my leadership style has evolved over time, one where I really try and trust my team because I think trust is really important. And then also to making sure that everybody has all the information, all the SOPs are in place, all the things that they need to operate well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then what is your approach to hiring and retaining team members today?
I mean, the goal is to bring on people that obviously fit within the company culture of integrity and fun. And then, let's see. I mean, really, it's just the interview process. It's going through the interview process and really sort of getting an idea of how the people will fit on the team.
Yeah, because I like
Mhm.
I feel like some people they don't actually get to know the person in the interview process because I've had
Sure.
jobs where, you've hired someone and you think they're going to do the job that they say they're going to do. And then it's like it's like a flop. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
How they just don't do anything that they're supposed to do. They, they don't listen. They're just kind of joking around on the job.
Sure.
So I'm like, I want to know how do you how do you know when like the person isn't going to do that? Like, you know what I mean? Because I've never
Mhm.
been someone to hire someone. So I'm like, how do y'all know? Like, that's
I
so
think it's
weird.
just, I think it's intuition and then just, really paying attention during the interview process. There are cues that people will give. If you've interviewed enough people, there are cues that people will give where you're like, oh, yeah, no, that isn't right. Like, I can tell you're lying.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Because yeah, I try to be as honest as I can whenever I get interviewed because I'm like I don't
Yeah,
want y'all to be disappointed if I can't do something.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what areas of training do you believe your people will need most in the next 6 months based on the current business climate and where your business is heading?
I would say,
Oh no, did it pause?
and so I imagine some of the team will be going down for that and receiving training from them. And then obviously, if there's any sort of systems training, that type of thing that's needed, probably is what we'll be focused on.
And I do apologize. I'm not sure if it actually like cut out. There, like mine, it paused, but you were like paused, and then it like clicked back in. So could you please reiterate what you had said for your answer? I apologize.
Oh, I was just saying that the team will go. We have a client called Armada United, which does leadership development training. They're out of Houston, Texas, and I imagine some of the team will go
Oh,
down
cool.
for that. And then also too, just any sort of systems training that we need, staying up to date, as much as we can on AI and everything that's changing.
Awesome. And thank you again, because yeah, it had cut off, and I was like,
It's
I know
okay.
she's still talking. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's fast forward and look at what's to come next. Where do you
Mhm.
see the business in the next 3 to 5 years?
Sure. The goal for the business is to be sold to another agency, in order to reap the benefits of building the business.
Right. So it's like you're planning for like your exit.
Hmm.
Awesome. What will you do like whenever you exit? Are you just gonna like be a stay-at-home mom, or do you have something else that you're gonna be planning on doing?
I wish I could be a stay-at-home mom again.
All
No,
right.
I'm not married, so therefore there is none of that. Um, I have some things in the works. That's all I can really say. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
If you're like it's still on the hush. I love
yeah,
that.
correct.
What has been your approach to goal setting?
Oh, you mean for clients or for myself?
I would say for yourself,
Sure. Gosh, I
or
think it
even
really
like
comes,
for the business, or like not. It doesn't have
yeah.
to be like personally, but like.
Oh,
How do you go
absolutely.
about those
Goal
goals?
setting for the business. I can answer that. Yeah, so last year we grew top line revenue by 48%. And so my goal was to, and then bottom line revenue by around 20. And so my goal was to do that again for this year. And as of right now, we're on track. So obviously the goal is just to continue to be profitable and hit those sales goals.
Awesome. So you have a really interesting story. As we wrap up, I have a few
Mhm.
rapid fire questions that I'm going to ask
Okay,
you. Is all right. Are you
absolutely.
ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Awesome. What is the key to success for you?
Hmm. I think just being able to be myself in an authentic way and be able to live that out every day and really show people how amazing they are. That's part of success.
Hmm. Yes, I love that because that's how I am. I'm like, if I can't be myself around you, I don't even want to be around you. What is your one piece of advice for other business owners?
Enjoy the journey. The journey is up and down, but it's a lot of fun. And on the hard days, remember the good days.
And then, do you have a book or like another podcast that you're listening to right now?
Well, I personally have my own podcast called Pursuing Redemption. And so
Oh,
when I'm
cool.
doing that, I'm listening to that a lot because we have to go back and edit it. Um, but yeah, the podcast that I'm listening to right now is called Director's Life by Cap Chatfield. So,
Oh, cool. I'm going to check out yours and that one.
mhm.
You said it was called Director's Life.
Yeah, Director's Life.
Yeah, I love podcasts. I'm like a podcast freak. Like, I'll save them and go back, all that. My boyfriend's like, "Why do you do that?" I'm like, "Cause I like these episodes."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
duh.
there is one podcast that I'm listening to right now, called Dear Future Husband, and it's actually really good. I've
That
been
sounds like
listening to
it's
that one
cute. Like,
too.
I'm like, I almost want to listen to it.
Yeah.
My boyfriend will be like, "I'm your husband," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I need to listen to this."
Yeah,
Obviously.
absolutely.
Okay, so this is a little fun question that we like to ask.
Okay.
If you had a little bit of magic dust that you could choose to put on one spot of your business and sprinkle it,
Okay.
where would it be?
I would put it on social media. We do social media very, very well, but we're still in the process of really honing in how to be more efficient at it.
Hmm.
So if I could sprinkle
Yeah,
some
I say social media is hard.
efficiency dust over social media, that would be great. Efficiency
Yeah.
dust over some other areas too.
You're like just a little here, a little there,
A little
but social
here, a
media.
little there. That would be great.
Oh my gosh. So before we get to the final question of the day, if you
Mhm.
would please share with our audience how they can follow you and learn more and contact you.
Absolutely. So you can find us everywhere at Qantas Creative. So Quantus, Creative, CREATVIE.com. And then, of course, that on all social platforms. If you want to follow along with me, I'm under Heather V. Shore across all platforms.
Thanks. That would be Shor. Yeah, not shorts, guys, because I definitely said short earlier before this call.
Oh, good.
All right, awesome. So we have come to the final question of the day, and that
Okay.
is, what is most inspiring to you today?
My kids.
It's a great question.
Every day is a fun adventure with them. And the things that come out of their mouth are just, it's amazing. Like they're just how they think, how they see the world and everything. I think if you could really pay attention to your kids, you'll learn a lot.
Yes. How old are your kids?
11 and 9.
Oh yeah, so they're at the great age. Like they're
They're
funny.
fantastic age. I love it. So fun.
Oh my gosh. Well, this was definitely a great conversation. I
Yeah,
really did
same.
enjoy hearing from you and your story. So thank you so much for coming on here. I
Thank
just want to
you.
encourage all of you that are watching to save the show and come back and watch it again, of course, because Heather really did have some great insights for business. Don't forget to
Oh,
like and subscribe to our channel so that you can get the notifications every time a new conversation drops, just like this one. Thank you to everyone who joined us today, and special thanks to you, Heather, for being with us today. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jada. Enjoyed it.